Hi there. So it is really early in the morning and it's a beautiful morning, and so I thought I would come out here because last night we had a giant thunderstorm that came through, and I don't know about you guys, but I love pulling weeds right after a thunderstorm because they come up like that, so easy. So we're gonna get at pulling some weeds today. I have a lot of weeds to pull and I have a lot of cleaning up to do. Anyway, I'm gonna grab my bag. We're gonna start cleaning up a bunch of all this weedy junk going on in my garden. Also, it's been about a week since I put my steps in and the moss is actually looking really good. I have another pile right there that I went out and harvested, so I'm gonna do something cool with that as well. But it looks pretty good. I feel like if I keep, moisture on it, it will do just fine. And then as we get further and further into the season, all of these like canopy trees up here will put on lots more growth, and it shades this area up like 100% shade. So I think that will be pretty great for this little section here, but we'll see. I'll keep you posted. I got my weed bag, and then I'm just gonna grab a couple different kinds of rakes. I think my other rake is up in the garage. So we'll use this one until I need my other rake. I have a little tiny rake that is good for getting like in between plants and things, but we'll just use this one. I might not be needing that one. We'll see. I know for sure I don't want to wait any longer on these hosta in here. These hosta I dug up 3 years ago, well, in 2020. They were giant. They were over on the other side of my house, and they were just getting way too big. I dug them up, split them, left a couple there, and then I put the splits over here, and I'm so glad I did because they just filled this area in really well. I think I've got 2 Francis Williams and maybe 1 elegans, I'm not sure, or it could be like an earth angel. I kind of have to wait till they pop up because I forget. But once I see them leafing out, I know what they are. But I know I have 2 of the same kind. So here's one right here, and I kind of just want to come in here and get all this nasty stuff out from around it so that, it will pop up anyway, but I just want to clear it up just in case we get some slugs or whatever. So I'm going to go through and do that with that hosta and that hosta, and then also these, I've got some stained glass hosta right in a line here I'll do that with, and anything else that needs a good cleaning. Now I also wanted to say to those of you who commented on my pink or red hair, thank you. It was actually a mistake. As most of you know, I'm super cheap. I love a good clearance deal when I see it, even if I don't necessarily need that clearance item. Like sometimes I just buy it anyway or whatever, or I'll buy the thing that's on clearance instead of the thing that's on full price. It's just how I am. I'm kind of like a kid in the candy store anytime I see clearance. Well, I can't get the things right here. Well, anyway, I needed some conditioner for my hair, and I was in the store and I seen a giant clearance sign on a bottle of conditioner in the clearance section, and I thought, sweet, I'll take it. And so I put it in my cart. I came home, after like a week and a half or so. I washed my hair a couple times, and I noticed that my hair was starting to turn pink. All right, we'll start moving up here. So yes, I noticed my hair was starting to turn pink, and I thought, what the heck is going on? And so I thought, well, what's something that could have happened in the since my hair turned pink? And then I remembered that bottle of clearance, or that bottle of clearance, that bottle of conditioner, and I went and read it. Sure enough, the bottle is red. It's completely red in color. And then I peeled off the giant clearance sticker on the front, and it said, enhances red color with every wash. I was like, wonderful. So anyway, I kept it because I was like, it's kind of cool actually, you know. But I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll use it next Halloween because I dress up for Halloween as the Little Mermaid Ariel every year. So maybe I'll use that for like a month before then. I don't just spray my hair red. But anyway, thank you to those of you who liked my pink hair. It was a complete accident. But if you are ever looking for some like pretty pink kind of tint to your hair, go buy the John Frieda enhances with every wash red color conditioner. I'll put a picture of it on the screen. All right, let's keep moving. I am gonna just continue up cleaning back all this crap from the hosta. So a lot of this stuff I didn't get cleaned up in the fall, and you know, it's no big deal. You can still see I've got some bloom stalks left too. So this is what I do. Whatever I don't get to in the spring or in the fall time, I just come out here, you know, gradually in the winter, and then whatever I don't get to in the winter, I get to in the springtime. So I'm gonna go in, and a lot of this leaf mulch, it kind of breaks down, but I don't like chop it or anything. One of you was suggesting I get like a leaf mulcher, which would be amazing. If I did that, I could probably just leave it in here, but I don't. I rake it in here just full leaf and all, so it does take a little bit longer for it to break down. So just kind of come in and get the big chunks out, and I'll probably use my rake for most of it, but I wanted to clean out around all these hosta first so I don't damage any of them. So all right, I'm gonna continue going up the path.
I spent my whole life looking for someone to settle down with, brave enough to try and tie down my gypsy soul. So I drove through the hills of Montana looking for a man with strong hands to wrap his arms around me and never let go. I made my way further west, didn't stop till I hit the ocean. I looked up and down that coast for a suntan man. I thought I better start heading south to find the one I couldn't live without, 'cause I can't find what I need where I've been. Oh, where are you, boy? I'd sure like to find you. I drove all around this country looking for the man I love. I'm gonna dig my roots down deep wherever you're hiding. Oh, I thought I had nothing but time.
I should be careful in here because there's little hosta. I cannot remember what hosta I came in here with last year. It might be Woo La La, I'm not sure. But I planted 3 of them in here. So 1, 2, 3. I just have to be careful. But I was gonna answer some questions that people have been asking, and they're kind of like reoccurring questions, but one of them is, how do you keep the deer from eating all of your hosta? And I've answered this a few different times, but I know it's a common question, because you look at my yard and my surroundings, and then you look at my garden and you're like, what the heck? She must have deer in her yard. And I do. You know, I always tell people they come into my yard during the winter time and they eat anything that is showing. So anything besides like evergreens that they don't like boxwoods and things like that. But any like leafy thing like heuchera, sedum, Carex, all that kind of stuff, they just eat right up in the winter time. But they don't touch any of my plants in the growing season. It's nuts. I don't know what it is. The only thing I can think of is we live in a development, and in the summertime it's a lot more active around here, like kids riding their bikes and people taking walks and lawnmowers going off and blowers and all these things. So I feel like maybe the deer go elsewhere to find food, and they don't come into my garden, because I have never once and I pray that this is the continued case, but I've never once had issues with deer eating my hosta, ever. I mean, I shouldn't say that. When we first moved in and I started planting, I did notice that they would like start nibbling on stuff. But then, like I said, I think once the development around here, once my little neighborhood becomes more active and like loud and like there's lots of things going on, I don't see them. So I feel bad, because a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, help, how do I get rid of deer? If I do see deer and there's something that I really want to save, and it's more for like rabbits. I see rabbits have been like eating on my roses or something like that. I will use the liquid fence, but that stuff, it works really well, but you have to reapply it every other day or so, and especially after it rains. So that does work for me, but it's kind of annoying to use, but I guess it's better than losing all your plants. I'm counting my blessings, because I realize at any second the deer could realize the smorgasbord that they have going on here in my garden with the hosta, and they haven't yet. So I'm not sure. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, and then I'll let you guys know, but let's hope that doesn't happen. Another question I got was, does Max take baths? And no, he has not taken a bath yet, but he loves water. He always jumps up on the bathroom sink when we're getting ready, and he loves to drink out of the sink. And whenever we're taking a shower, he just like stands outside the shower. We have like a big like glass door on our shower, and he just like stands outside of the shower and just like watches, and he's infatuated with water. So I don't know, we'll see. I heard that cats don't like water and they're like scared of it. You know, they always say like if he jumps on your counter, squirt him with a spray bottle and he won't do it again. But I kind of don't want to do that, because I feel like he likes water, and I don't want him to be like, oh, every time I jump on the counter I get sprayed with water. This is wonderful. So anyway, I haven't given him a bath yet, but who knows? He could be a cat that actually likes water. I've heard of that too. I've got hosta all in through here as well, so I have to be really careful. I think Judy asked that question about Max. But then I feel like Teresa asked a question about the hellebore. I had mentioned in one of my movies that I had bought a few, like 3 different kinds of hellebore, and then I just kept splitting them and making more. And she was like, I didn't realize you could split hellebore. I didn't think they like their roots disturbed. Honestly, I just like kind of do stuff and see what happens. When the tag or the internet or something tells me, you know, this plant doesn't like this, or, you know, this plant only likes shade or sun, or, you know, doesn't like wet feet, whatever. I kind of like testing things out for myself, because every garden is different. And you know, if I would have listened to the internet or something like that, which I didn't realize that was a thing, that hellebore, their roots didn't like to be disturbed. But if I would have known that and I wouldn't have tried it and been like, oh, I don't want to disturb them, then I would have never got so many hellebore plants. So I try to just be like, oh, okay, well, so they don't like to be disturbed, huh? Well, let me just try it, you know? So I like to kind of test things out and investigate for myself. and see what works for me. Some things don't work out, some things do. And because I tried it, I found out that sure enough, you can divide hellebore and they do just fine. They do take a little bit longer to get like established. So like if you're dividing a hosta, for instance, a hosta, just, you know, those things don't skip a beat, they start growing right away. I feel like sometimes you can't even tell that they've been split. A hellebore, I feel like it takes a good season, you know, one full go around for it to kind of like, I don't know, recover, I guess. But it's not going to hurt it at all, and it splits just fine. And then another thing is, people ask me a lot how I mow my pathways. So my husband actually mows them for me with the weed whip. So he just comes in here like, I don't know, once a week or something, and basically every other time that he mows the lawn, he will weed whip my path, and it takes him like 5 minutes to go up and weed whip it, so it's pretty easy. He doesn't like it though, he thinks it's really annoying. So sometimes I'll do it, but he's way faster at it than me because that weed whipper is heavy. It's like a heavy duty steel weed whipper, and my arms get really tired. I don't usually get too tired like doing workout here, but that weed whip, like the motor and just like the vibrations of it, it just it's really hard to use. But anyway, my brother Johnny, he actually has a battery powered lawnmower, and it's just, you know, like a push mower. And I used that one time to mow their lawn while they were on vacation for them, and it was awesome. And it's about the same size as my path, so I might, you know, save up my money and look into getting one of those. We'll see. I don't know. Why break it if you don't know? Why fix it if it's not broke? Oh yeah. Nailed it. This hairy bittercress gets into my pathway here too. I let it go way too long this time, and it went to seed and it spread everywhere, but it's just hard to keep up on it.
Kentucky, then West Virginia, but no one quite yet could catch my wandering heart. I ended up in New York State, praying this stop was my saving grace, 'cause I was running on empty fumes and a hopeless heart. Oh, where are you, boy? I'd sure like to find you. I drove all around this country looking for the man I love.
Well, that's going to be all for today. It feels really good to get that area cleaned up. It was starting to really bother me. I'm just going to go in and put my bag, my rake, and my shovel away. I did, as you've seen, I ended up getting my shovel out because that line around that curve was really making me nuts. It's not perfect. I got to clean it up a little bit more, but I just wanted to take about 2 minutes and clean it up for now. So let me put my stuff away, and then I'll go through and show you what it looks like. Flipping your fins, you don't get too far. Alright. Actually, let's go down my steps and go off the back of the shed here. pretty soon there'll be a path through here. That's my goal. I'm not really sure if I want to come off of that path, but I want to somehow get around here, come down here, and here, let me flip around here. Come down here, and this is a bunch of junk I gotta clean still. Around there, and then back into a secret garden. So that's my my plan here. But we will see how it goes. So anyway, it looks really great. You can see everything much more clearly, and the hosta are all uncovered and ready to pop up and be beautiful. There's one right there. And there's one right there. Where's the other one? Right over here. And like I said, these things are giant hosta. They're so beautiful. This area looks a lot better too. My Empress Blue is starting to pop up, and I might have to come in here this weekend and cover these because we're supposed to be getting snow again, and I don't want them to become frozen. Oh, one of you is saying too that the hellebore are really great cut flowers. You can see all my hosta popping up now in here. Got tons of them. Some fern. These are really cute. These are Wrinkle in Time. I have a lot of them in here. I think I've got 9 of them maybe. All in through here. Anyway, yeah. One of you mentioned about cutting these. They are very great cut flowers. They last in the vase for, man, I've had them last in the vase for, these are Great Expectation. I've had them last in the vase for, man, 2 to 3 weeks. Here's another hosta that is coming up. Might have to protect this one as well. I think this one is a City Lights. But yeah, if you wait till these hellebore are kind of firmer, the petals are almost like a plastic, I'd say, like a soft plastic. If you wait till it gets to that stage, boy oh boy, you'll have the most beautiful little bouquet of these things for quite some time. And I even sometimes like doing just like one flower. See what else we got over here. You can see all my heuchera are coming up. These are Timeless Treasure, I think. This is Peachberry Ice. This is just a tried and true Palace Purple. Oh, here's a tag right here. Oh, I broke it. Rome in Red. So this one is Rome in Red. And then these ones up here are, I looked the other day, they're Penny's Pink. Anyway, it is looking a lot better, and I think I'll probably have to cover these 3 Woo La La hosta because they are leafing out quite a bit already. And like I said, we are scheduled to get a big frost that's coming in, possibly snow this weekend. So we'll see how they do. Boy, these Brenner are just loving their life down here. This one is much bigger. I'm not sure why. It could be because it gets more shade and moisture coming down the hill. So you can see, like, these are all the same kind, planted at the same time. These are Jack Frost, and they're kind of like smallest to largest. So I feel like this probably gets the most moisture and sunlight as it comes down the hill. We cleaned up this area over here. The Bleeding Hearts are looking great and getting closer and closer to blooming. We cleaned up this area. Again, my line is kind of crappy right there, but it's fine for now. And then all in here I've got some autumn frost hosta that are gonna be beautiful. This is one of my favorites. I know I say that all the time, but oh, I left that pile of grass. I'll have to take care of that. But anyway, as far as size, I've got like small hosta favorites, I've got medium hosta favorites, and then I also have large hosta favorites. So maybe we could talk about that sometime. All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching. I gotta go down here and get my hat. I brought a hat out here just in case I got hot, I could pull my hair back. But it's pretty nice out here. It's really good working weather. Here's one of my large favorite hostas right here. A Sum & Substance. Ooh, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Such a great statement piece. Really beautiful lime green, massive leaves. But let's walk up through the gully. It looks really pretty. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you're just having a great day and a great time out in your garden, and you're just enjoying every moment for what it is bringing you. And I know springtime is always just a great time for a fresh new start and a new opportunity to just create something. You guys, I gotta get my flag back out here, but it's been so windy. I'm afraid to bring it out. But yeah, I just love springtime because it's just a new opportunity to create something new. I feel like a lot of times people say, oh, I'm not creative, I don't know, I can't think of cool things, and I want to say to you, that is not true. Every single one of you are creative in your own way. It might look a little different. Maybe you're creative by making really great spreadsheets on Excel. Maybe you're creative at fixing up like an old car, or maybe your creativity comes in mowing really straight lines in your grass, or writing music, or gardening, or decorating. There's lots of different ways that you are probably creative. Maybe you're creative like my brother is at building things, or making something out of nothing. You're creative in photography, taking pictures. I have another brother who he just goes out on hikes all the time, and he takes the most gorgeous pictures you've ever seen in Michigan. I'm always like, are you in Michigan right now? And he's like, yeah, I'm on the North Country Trail, or whatever. And he's just so creative. And so I just want to encourage you, like, if you're one of those people that talks down on yourself and says that, oh, I'm gonna start crying, if you're one of those people who has always said, oh, I'm not creative, I want to say, yes, you are. You probably are at something, and you're probably creative at something that a lot of us aren't creative at. So anyway, I would just encourage you, find that one thing and go after it, and keep encouraging yourself. So anyway, I don't know where that came from, but it came. So there we have it. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope that you just have a really amazing day and enjoy it for every breath that you have. We'll see you later. Bye.